Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing great. Today is Friday, and in the FlyLady system on Fridays, there are certain things that we do. One is we clean out our car or our truck or SUV. If your car is all cleaned out, maybe check your trunk. Or the back of your SUV or whatever that you are driving. So we clean out our purse, our gym bag, our diaper bag, any sort of bag we might have, swim bag, maybe you swim. But anyway, whatever bag you have, clean that out. So it's clean out your purse, clean out your car day of the week. Every day in FlyLady land, as we call it, has a theme. And so anyway, Fridays that's when we clean out our purse and our car. I feel like I'm stuttering. That's when we Anyway, it's just been one of those days, I guess. I've been waiting for it to rain forever. I was in Collierville with my dear sweet husband. It started raining. I had to go do my Walmart pickup, and as usual, there's something that they don't have that I need, which is fine. I don't tend to do what they call it when you switch out something for whatever you actually wanted. I don't tend to, substitute. I don't tend to do the substitutions. So they'll send me a text while we're at lunch and they tell me what we're substituting for the day, and then I decide I don't want that, and so I'll go over to Aldi before I stop at Walmart. So by the time I got to Aldi, it was coming down in sheets. Raining, cats, dogs, tigers and bears, anything you could think of. It was coming down. I could barely see to drive. Thankfully, I wasn't far from the restaurant. I wasn't far between the restaurant and Aldi and Walmart. They're all pretty close, like within, I don't even think, half a mile of each other. And Aldi and Walmart are right across the street. I get to Aldi and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I've been waiting for it to rain forever. The only problem is it's still not raining in my house. So I've been home for hours. It was just pouring cats and dogs. You would think it was raining everywhere. Nope, not hardly a drop here at my house. We had a little bit last night, which was great. We'll take whatever we can get. So I've been watering for days. So if I seem to be stumbling over words or have no idea what I'm talking about, that's why. Just a little perturbed about it not raining here. I took Ranger for a walk just in case maybe it would rain, and it always looks like it's gonna rain, and you look on the radar, it may even look like it's raining here, but it's not. Or you look actually where we live, the blue dot as I call it, and all around us is rain and storms, and I actually love storms. So I would love for it to storm or rain or whatever, I'd be happy, but it's doing nothing. All right, I want to talk about something a little different today. I somehow, and somebody on a different YouTube channel I watched was talking about how somehow the FlyLady website had gotten a little messed up. Maybe there was a mistake made or something, but I believe it was last week I said we were in zone 3, which is the bathrooms. Actually, we're in zone 3 this week, so I haven't done a video. If you wonder where I've been, well, we're still in zone 3. So last week, if you were in zone 3, then you're way ahead of the game. We were supposed to be there this week. And I had mentioned how I try to keep my kitchen, I do a lot of cleaning in my kitchen. That's the hub of our house is our kitchen, our den also, obviously, as well. But my bathrooms are not that dirty. Praise the Lord. I do that little swish and swipe that FlyLady talks about. If you're struggling with your bathrooms, I would just suggest that you start the swish and swipe. And even if you do one bathroom one day and one the next day, or even if you wait 3 days in between the swish and swipe, if you don't get to it every day, that is okay. Do it every 2 days, every 3 days. Even if you just do it once a week, I'm telling you, it will help you so much. But I'm going to talk to you about something a little different. This is not a FlyLady thing. This is something, I don't know what is going on over here. The cats are playing with something. This is something I learned from a different podcast, and I want to show it to you. This is called let me see if I can get it up here. If you can see her, A Slob Comes Clean. This is a podcast, and I'm sure that she may be on Instagram and Facebook. I don't look at her on there, but someone mentioned to me A Slob Comes Clean is a great podcast. You can see she has 258. She just loaded the number 258 up here. Podcast episodes. I have not listened to all 258. I've actually listened to maybe 3, but let me tell you which one I really liked. It was this one. If you can see, it says 244, the basics, getting started or getting back. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the basics, getting started or getting back. That is what this video is going to be about, okay? Because like I said, we were supposed to be in zone 3 this week, and I've already gone on over zone 3. So if you need to hear about bathrooms, that was the last video I made. But this week I want to talk about something different, which is this podcast. Okay, she talked about basic areas of our house that she had pared down to make things simpler for her. And if you were way off course and you listen to me, but you have done nothing in your house, stay tuned. In fact, I would write these 4 things down and I would start implementing. And she was talking about how you would just implement one thing at a time. Don't feel like you have to implement 4 things at a time. I have not. I was already doing some of this, so I just added it on to my daily thing. Okay, and let me just go through it. Dishes, number 1. There are people, and maybe you have never been one of these people, and I have pretty much never been one of these people. So it's kind of something I don't really understand, but I know there are people, and I'm not criticizing if you're one of them. I will never know. So it's just between you and you. I will never know. But there are people who let their dishes pile up and get out of control. And if you're one of those people, stay tuned. Don't tune me out. Let's get our dishes done, especially if you have a dishwasher. Let's get the dishwasher. If there's clean in there, let's unload it, and then let's start loading the dishwasher and running it, okay? If you will, that's a FlyLady thing. If you will run your dishwasher every single day, you can get caught up. It's like the laundry. If you will do a load of laundry every day, your laundry will get caught up. You do not have to do 15 loads of laundry today. You do not have to do 15 loads of dishwashing today, okay? Let's just do one load at a time, load your dishwasher up and run it, okay? So if you're having problems with your dishes, this is how we get it done. If you do not have a dishwasher, fill your sink with some hot soapy water, and let's get a few. If there's 9,000 dishes surrounding you, let's just pick out 20 and let's wash them, okay? And let's get this pile scaled down. You will feel better if your sink is empty. That's one of the things that FlyLady really preaches at the very beginning of FlyLady is cleaning your sink, making sure your sink is nice and clean. She calls it shining your sink. I don't focus on that a lot, and maybe I should. It's a big focus with FlyLady, and so I don't come to you and say, let's shine our sink, let's shine our sink. That's a big thing with her. It isn't as big with me, and I think it's because I've not had a huge struggle with it. I have a dishwasher, and we just put stuff in the dishwasher, or if I use plastic kind of stuff, I hand wash it pretty quickly. You know, at some point during the day, I am going to hand wash it, put it over in the dish drain, and then as soon as I can get it dried off, I put it up. So we don't have a whole lot of stuff sitting over here to the side and dishes full, you know, sink full of dishes and all this kind of stuff. And again, I'm not saying that to criticize. I got my own problems. I have 2 rooms filled with stuff, and one room really needs to be emptied out. I'd like to have that room back. So it's okay with me to have one room that has stuff in it because I don't use my attic. The attic, I do not get up and down in the attic, so I'm okay with storing stuff in this one room, but right now I've got 2 of those rooms. So I'm not criticizing what anybody else is doing. I want you to understand that. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but these are just some ideas for you. Okay, so number 1 of the Slob Comes Clean's basics. Get your dishes done. Okay, whatever that looks like for you, let's get that done and get it taken care of. All right. The second thing she talks about, and I have not been super focused on this, but it made sense to me after I started listening to her. She was talking about let's sweep our kitchen floor every day. Now, understand, I do not sweep inside of my house. Now, you may call the vacuum the sweeper, depending on where you live. I've got a friend I clean for. She calls it the sweeper. She's from a different part of the country than I am. I call the vacuum, okay? So I call it vacuuming. She calls it sweeping. So, but when I hear someone say sweep the floor, I'm thinking of a broom, okay? So if that's how you sweep your floor, go for it. I do not use a broom. Anywhere. I use one outside, and really if I could lift the blower and get the blower going, I would use the blower on the front porch. I hate a broom. I hate it. But I will, you know, sweep off the front porch. But as far as sweeping inside the house, I don't do that. It is very hard. You know, we've got cat hair and dog hair, and it goes up into the air. So we just don't do that here. If it works for you and you've been doing it, continue on. I'm not criticizing that either. So she calls it sweeping the kitchen floor. I call it vacuuming. Do it whatever way. And the point being, it's not even so much that you need to clean the floor every day. It's that you keep stuff off the floor. Now, in my kitchen, I've told you before, I've got cats living in there. I've got a dog bed in there. I have pulled an extra chair in there so the cats have something to lay on, because there's the dog bed they can lay on. There's the the chair they can sit on. There's a couple of chairs at the table they can sit on, and we have to move them sometimes so we can sit, because we do eat at the table twice a day. We eat breakfast and supper at our kitchen table. We do not eat in front of we have a television, but we don't sit in front of the TV in the den and eat. We do eat at a table. Not criticizing what anybody else is doing, but I'm just telling you the way our room is set up. I do have stuff on the floor. I've got some cat toys on the floor, but I have a very succinct way of getting everything off the floor and either vacuuming it myself, or I really try to run Roomba because I only have one Roomba left. My Roombas have I've had 3 Roombas. I haven't had to vacuum hardly any, and then the first Roomba pooped out. The second one's got issues. We've got parts from the first Roomba we're gonna try to put in the second Roomba, but I keep forgetting. So anyway, I only have one running Roomba right now. So I either vacuum it myself. Sunshine, my kitten, is terrified of the vacuum. So she runs up under furniture. So I try to just run the Roomba. She's not scared of that at all. She's used to it. It runs all the time. So she's used to Roomba. So I try to just run Roomba. But anyway, all that to say, the reason she brings up sweeping the kitchen is not so much the idea behind your kitchen is that filthy dirty. It's the idea of getting the extra things up off the floor, and that way you have less clutter. So your kitchen is less cluttered. So your countertops are less cluttered because you don't have your dish problem any longer. And if you can get anything else off your counters, that will also help you. That way you can run through and wipe down. I can wipe down my kitchen counters very quickly, and the reason is I don't have a bunch of stuff piled up in my sink and on my countertops, and I've cleared away as much as I can. I still have stuff sitting out. It's not that I have nothing. It's just I have a lot less than I used to. Okay, so anything you can get off that counter, go for it. And the same thing with the floor. If you can keep stuff off the floor, it looks more tidy and you're less stressed out. All of this is the idea is to have less stress. It's not even so much a cleaning thing, it's less stress. The more you can kind of keep it flowing, the less stress we'll have. All right, now, I can't remember exactly what she said she did in her bathroom. I think she may have called it a bathroom tidy, and I don't exactly recall what she said. So if you listen to the episode, you'll know exactly what she said, but basically it was to keep, whatever's on the floor, get it off the floor. If it needs to be in the hamper, put it in the hamper. If you've got lots and lots of stuff, we've talked about before, lots and lots of stuff on your vanity, it takes you a lot longer to clean. So I've got my vanity way scaled back. I've noticed since I've started implementing these 4 things, I've only implemented the first 3, and this was the third one, was the bathroom tidy. If I can keep the extra, I have a really bad habit of putting on a pair of leggings in the morning, putting on a t-shirt with it, and then it gets really hot within like an hour and a half. I'm cold when I get up, and then I get burning up, right? So it's like the wonderful menopausal stuff, the hot flashes. So, and also it's summer. More than you want to know about me, right? But anyway, I've noticed I'll take the pair of leggings off, I'll switch to the shorts, and instead of just simply putting them into the closet and re-putting them on tomorrow, they're sitting there. And so they're either on the counter or they're here or there. I don't tend to put my clothes on the floor, but they're somewhere. They're somewhere they don't belong. So if you can just look at your bathroom every day, tidy up. If you've got extra clothes in there like me, put those away, put them in the hamper, wash them, whatever you need to do, put them in the closet. If you've only had them on an hour, you don't need to wash them. Okay. And so, and then all the extra stuff that is on your countertop that you do not need, find a place for it. And I have done a really good job the last few weeks of getting storage bins from Dollar Tree and putting everything, not everything, but nearly everything into storage bins and putting it in a cabinet somewhere in that bathroom. So I don't have a lot of junk sitting out. So the bathroom tidy is very quick. I can go in there, I say, oh, I've got too many clothes laying around, I'm gonna go put those up. And guess what? My bathroom is all tidy again. And then when I get ready for swish and swipe, which is the very quick wipe down in there, you just wipe your countertop, you wipe your sink out, make sure everything's nice and dry and clean. Maybe clean your mirror if you've splashed a bit. I'm really bad about splashing water. If you splash the water or whatever, wipe your mirror down, wipe your toilet down really quick, and move on with your life. It's not a 30-minute thing. It's a very quick clean. I've just been using vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Just an old spray bottle that I had is working out very well. And I kind of like the smell. When I leave the room, I notice, I didn't used to like vinegar and wouldn't use it. I'm liking the smell better. Okay, so bathroom tidy. And then I add on the swish and swipe as well. If you even, like I said, if you can even just do that every 3 to 4 days, you will notice a huge difference in your bathroom. So then when the bathroom zone comes up, you will hardly have anything to do. It will be great. You'll be like, well, I need a vacuum. I need a mop. If you have like a tile floor, you need a vacuum and mop. It doesn't take that long because you just did it a couple weeks ago, and you can just move on and, you know, maybe wipe your shower down and you're good to go. So these are just things to help you. All right, the one thing I have not implemented yet, but of course I need to, is the 5-minute tidy. And if you do that every day, I think that and you could either pick one room to do the 5-minute tidy in, or run around your house and put things away. Maybe take a bin with you, some sort of plastic bin, or even just a plastic trash bag if you wanted to. Just stick stuff in there that you need to put into a different room. Maybe it wandered into your bedroom and it belongs in your laundry room, or it's dirty clothes that need to be in your laundry room, or whatever. Maybe it's in your bathroom and it needs to be in the laundry room. Maybe it's in your bathroom and it belongs in your bedroom. Whatever it is, but instead of running all over the house, just get a bag or a bin or something and put everything in there and then go put it away. So you're not, you know, running back and forth. People ask me, how can I clean efficiently? Well, that's how. Don't run back and forth, room to room to room to room like a crazy person. Let's pick a room and clean it. That's why I like the zone thing, because you can pick the zone that you're in, clean that zone, focus on that for 15 minutes a day or 30 minutes in one day. If you get everything decluttered and cleaned up, you won't need hours in the zone, okay? But that's why I like the zone, because that way you're in the zone cleaning and you're not running all over your house willy-nilly, have no idea what you're doing, disrupting everything. Let's just focus on one thing at a time. All right, so one more time, focus on getting your dishes cleaned up, getting your sink emptied out, put everything in the dishwasher, run the washer as much as you can. If you need to run it 3 times in one day, then guess what? You run it 3 times in one day and then unload it and you're done, right? Work on your kitchen floor, and you don't have to mop it every day. You don't even have to vacuum it every day, but just keep it tidy, vacuum it often, or sweep as she talked about, or just use, you know, like a little, those little hand vacs that aren't real heavy. You might just have one of those that charges up in your kitchen or somewhere, or maybe in your laundry room. You can run that really quick. Anything that's fast that we can just run through the kitchen really quick and do the kitchen floor, the bathroom tidy along with the swish and swipe, and then your 5-minute house tidy or a room tidy, however you want to do that. But anyway, that's just a different idea. Has nothing to do with FlyLady. Some of it does. The swish and swipe obviously is a FlyLady thing, but the rest of it is strictly from this other woman, A Slob Comes Clean, on the podcast. And like I said, she probably is on Instagram, and she might be on, I think she's even on YouTube. I think she has YouTube videos. I don't think I've watched them, but I think she is on there. So she's on different forms of social media. So check her out. She's got she said she does a lot of decluttering. If you need help with decluttering, she does that. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Remember, tonight's date night. If you do that, my husband and I do that during lunch. So we've had our date, and we have pizza night on Fridays. Fridays are very simple. We have lunch out, and then we have pizza night every single Friday. We always know what's happening. There's never a question, what are we eating on Friday, unless we get invited to go somewhere else. So our Friday is somewhat set in stone, which is fine with me. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have fun with your family. Have a wonderful day Sunday at church, and love you. Bye-bye.